We're here with head coach Ian Brophy as they look forward to conference play. It's here. You got UTRGV on Thursday. Then you come home. You got SFA, the reigning champs, on Sunday. First, I'll just ask. I'll just ask about last game. You weren't overly pleased with the outcome last game against Abilene Christian. But how are you using that kind of as a teaching tool going forward?
Yeah. I don't think the result was what we wanted, obviously, but neither was the performance. And I felt like we felt like we can perform at a much higher level than we showed on that day on Thursday. And so we're really excited to get back and show that for the first week of conference play, and show that against UTRGV. And it allowed us to get right and get the motivation correct and the mentality, get back locked into what we have ahead of us and what we need to do. And allowed us to coach and learn and grow, and allowed the players to really look at some things that we could do better. And this week of training has been really good. So I think they've rebounded really well, and I think we're excited for conference play.
One of the things you guys have been really good at recently is bouncing back from a loss. In the last six, you guys are 4-0-2 coming back from a loss. Do you say anything in particular, or they just do they just come in after a loss refocused and then just perform a lot better the next game?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of finding the right balance of making sure you don't turn one loss into two, and we don't dwell on kind of on the loss if when we do have one, and making sure we continue moving forward. And really, the focus for us is always about growth and making sure that we're doing the right things at training, whether we win or we lose, and making sure we continue to grow. And I do think you get an intensity and a when we lose, it does bring in kind of that dialed up nature in terms of everybody realizes we have to get right and we have to really be on our P's and Q's that week. And the team does react really well to those moments.
And then what another thing you guys have done really well is start strong during conference play. Both years you guys have started 1-0, and I mean, anything in particular contributing factor to that?
No, not really. I mean, I think we've just we've been really competitive in conference the last few years, and so getting off to a strong start is always really important if you want to have a strong conference campaign and be there competing at the end. Like I always say, you're not going to win the conference title in the first few games, but you might be able to lose it. So it is a good one for us to just always stay focused. And it's always good to get a good start in terms of what we want to accomplish later in the season.
Yeah, one thing you guys have done really well. You guys haven't scored a ton recently the last couple of games, but you guys have been able to keep the ball from going in. You guys have only allowed 3 goals in the last six games. I mean, what is it about your defense that has been really good? And if your offense hasn't been doesn't create the chances and you may have preferred, the defense can still keep you in the game.
I do think the defense has been really good. I think we've got great leadership with players like Jess. But I also think not just the leadership, but just the whole team effort, and the fact that it's all 11 players, and the fact that we'll have players like Paige up top who put in really hard work defensively, and the wingers working hard defensively, our center forward, whether it's Oz or Riley putting in the pressure on the back line. So I think it's just the full team effort, the mids, the way that they do the work in the middle. It really is everybody that kind of leads to that.
And then on Thursday, you guys have UTRGV, always a really difficult place to play. This is your first time there. What do you see out of them?
Never been there before. Really excited. They're a really unique team, play a lot of different ways. So we're excited to see how they come out. It's going to be a really unique game. They're really exciting. They've played really well in the lead up to this. So they've been able to score some goals this season, and they look tough. Like any conference game, I think they're all going to be tough this year. And it's a really, really sort of interesting conference this season in terms of I think every team's good. So it's just about can we show up and play our best soccer, and we should be able to come out with 3 points hopefully.
Yeah, on Sunday, it doesn't get much easier for you guys. You only have the reigning champs coming in here. I mean, SFA always a really difficult team. Have been the past couple of years. They're a new coach, but still really well coached and really good. What do you see out of them this year?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a tough match. I think those matches, when it's a rivalry match like that, it doesn't really much matter what's going on. It's always going to be a big game, and us versus SFA, it doesn't matter who's where. But last year was obviously for the conference title in terms of the regular season, so I think that adds a little bit of importance to the game this year, and I know the team's definitely looking forward to that one.
Okay, thank you, Ian.
Thank you.